Hello. Is the microphone? Yes, the microphone's working. We're all good. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Stephen. How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me just adjust this slightly. Put that a bit higher up. Bring it out a touch. Turn and push. That way. Let's get rid of that white bit. There we go. Bit better, isn't it? There we go. I was going to live stream anyway at 6:30, but I'm going to be doing some little bits with the family and stuff at sort of 7:15, so I thought I'd come on now, just give myself about an hour rather than mess about on the 6:30 stream. Oh. $140. How's everyone's week been so far? Have you played any darts this week? I wish I hadn't played any darts this week after playing yesterday. Didn't play very well at all. But you live and you learn. I think I've realised where I went wrong, which is a good thing. The thing is with darts, it's hard to change anything while you're mid-game, especially in a short format. So, Excalibur Iron Force, hello, good evening. I'm good. Hope you're all well. Yeah, so I played yesterday. Best of 7 Super League. Guy walked in after we'd done the draw. And I was told that I should be, like, he's not going to be smashing me up like I had been the last couple of weeks, which gives me confidence. I don't know how confident that really makes me. I don't know, but yeah, like, really weird. The board off, because we played on like a stage little area, and the board on the stage felt really close. And I've played on some boards that feel close, like my home venue on a Thursday feels quite close. Here at home feels quite close. But this was another sort of level. So the oche was just a raised oche. It wasn't a sort of platform oche. It was just a bar across the thing. So when you walk back, you're still walking on the floor. And the way I put my foot on the oche and then just sort of do that and lean into it so I don't look down. But I'd put my foot on the oche and go like that, and I'd feel like I was in front of the oche, and it was really strange. And I didn't hit a treble for 3 legs, apart from the end of the 3rd leg where I hit a treble 18 to leave 20 on a 74 finish and missed both at 20 and then lost the leg. And then I pulled it back and made it back to 3-all. Hit a ton at the start of the 4th leg, or a 140 or something, and the other guy just went to pot, like, just couldn't throw a dart. Brought it back to 3-all, and then started the 7th leg and deciding leg with a score of like 9. And then he hit a 60 or a 40 something, and then he just hit like a couple of 80s and stuff, and it just wasn't a very good game. I just did not enjoy playing it at all. Even the legs I was winning and actually playing alright in, like, I just didn't enjoy it. But I think the first 3 legs, my problem was I was too relaxed. Like, to not hit a treble for 3 legs is, for me, not good. Like, I would expect to hit at least a couple of trebles a leg. And like, all of my darts were going high or extremely low. Just couldn't adjust to what felt like a really close board. Callum, how's it going? All good. Just explaining my game yesterday because I'm not going to be explaining it in the video. Like, I'm going to do my roundup like I did last week, and I'm not going to go into it too much. But yeah, I didn't feel nervous. Didn't feel like butterflies in the stomach. Like, it wasn't a good nervous. I just felt so totally calm, and I think I was over calm. Like, I was to the point where I just didn't care. Like, I went 3-0 down. I was like, oh well, I lose. Get me off stage. Play terrible. And then what annoyed me the most was the fact that I actually brought it back and then lost. If I'd have just lost 4-0, I'd have been like, yeah, just had one of those days. But the fact that I played well in the 3 legs that I won, when 3-0 down, to bring it back to 3-0 and then eventually lose, really annoyed me. And the way the game was going, the third leg, I think I'd left myself tops, missed one dot at tops, I think. And this guy had 74 left, hit a single 14, had 60 left and hit double 5. Like, he was going for single 20 and hit double 5 and then hit the bullseye, and he hit double 5 and he took a step back, and I stood back and I just sort of like, I just knew it was going to go. I knew the bullseye was going to go in. Stood there and he hit the bullseye, and I just turned around and like laughed to the point where it was like a maniacal laugh. Like, I was laughing. It was like, yeah, of course that's going to happen in this game where I'm playing terrible. And that was a point where I just thought, ah, well, sometimes it's not your day. Kieran, hello. Oh my god, Kieran's put the first ever super chat on the channel. Thank you very much, Kieran. There you go, it come up finally. It's a bit delayed, that, isn't it? Look at that. There's even Gary Anderson for you, look, Scotsman on there for the super chat. Thank you, Kieran. You're the first ever super chatter to the channel. Actually set that up this morning. I got an email from YouTube saying you can now set up super chats. I didn't even know it wasn't a thing. I thought it was already a thing. And then I got told I could do membership, which I've set up, but whether it will be a thing or not, I don't really know. I feel like I've just set up membership rather than doing something like a Patreon, because the idea, I think, so far, what I really want to do is have, like, here's my big plan. I think it'd be really cool, actually. So the GDL, obviously, they sort of make their money. They don't make money as such, but they generate income through membership, and through that they obviously run all their leagues, and they can also sponsor players. And what I'd really like to do is have, like, channel members. It would be a big way to push, but I could have channel members, and you all, like, I'd put like a £20 membership. I don't know how much, if they take a discount or something. Everyone puts like a £20 membership, and say there was like, I don't know, 10 to 20 members. 20 members off £20 is £400. And say that was enough to sponsor someone for like a tournament, so I don't know, like the World Championships or something, like the WWF World Championships. We pick a player and we say, oh, we'd like to sponsor you for the World Championships, and we make up like a special Matador Darts logo where the background has like all of the members' names on it as well. I think that'd be really cool, like something like that. So, like, you know, when I don't know, like football clubs sometimes will put like their season ticket holders from the previous season like subliminated in the kit and stuff. Just something really cool like that. I think that'd be pretty cool, like, because obviously I don't personally have the money to like sponsor a player as such, but I think if people who are invested in the channel wanted to get involved and sort of have their name in a way, like on someone's shirt, I think that'd be really cool. I'm sure it'll help somewhere down the line. Yep, it'll pay for my, what does £10 do? £10 pays for my UK Open entry, actually, so there you go. Even though I already paid it, but you know what I mean, like, just little bits like that. Like, when I first started the channel, I was like, I don't really want to make money from it, I just want it to be creative. But then I was told, like, you deserve something from it because you put time into it, even if it makes you a little bit of money just to, I don't know, pay for your drinks for a night of darts or something. Like, just little things like that. $60, I believe. Oh, maybe not. The wind's getting pretty bad around here. Been a bit stormy. Hello Ryan, I missed your chat. I've also put the chat on subscriber only mode because I was told by someone when you live stream, obviously anyone can chat and anyone can find your stream, but if someone finds your stream and wants to chat and say hello, they'd be forced to subscribe, which gains you more subscribers. Now they could unsub eventually, but for every, like, I don't know, say every 5 subs you gain, you keep 2. Like, that's better than not keeping any of them. So yeah, I'm picking up all these little tips from people and different things that I've sort of recognised that I'm obviously not going to ever make full time from YouTube. I'm not going to want to take the mick and make a load of money from it, or like even just make any sort of money and just make it a quick cash grab. Just little monetization stuff and bits. Just help the channel out really. I've actually, I don't know if any of you guys have noticed, switched to intermediate stems after last night. Just feel like short stems sometimes don't give me the consistency. Don't know what length stems you guys use or why, but I don't know. It's a bit, I don't know, short stems just recently have seemed a bit inconsistent in terms of just my follow through and stuff. I feel like longer stems force me to follow through a bit more. I used to do that on Twitch occasionally, if I occasionally watch a streamer and follow it only chats on. Yeah, I just think it makes sense. Like, I understand people join live streams and stuff and they just randomly find them, but it'd just be appreciated if like those people subscribe. Like, if you enjoy the stream enough to the point where you want to chat in the stream, I feel like you should subscribe to the channel. Just even like, the point of a subscription has always been you subscribe to get that content. Now, most people, if you want to interact with a stream, you'd have to subscribe. I'd assume, like, that's the best way to do it, I feel. And it's not me trying to be like, oh, if you want to interact with me, you should subscribe, because that's what I deserve. It's just, I don't know, it's just like sort of common courtesy, I guess. If you want to unsubscribe after you've literally posted one message, that's absolutely fine. You do you. Same as the super chat and the channel members thing, you don't have to do it, it's just there if you'd like to. Still not hit a 180 with my set of your darts, but it's going to be a smasher when I do. Are you monetized already? I find for me the shorter the stem, the more the darts stand up. Yeah, so I like the darts to stand up. It's weird because I like the darts to stand up, but I don't like. I feel like with a longer stem, I just feel like I've got a little bit of extra weight at the back to follow through, and obviously because I've got quite a short dart, it's just I don't know, maybe the medium stem is probably better for the balance, but I don't quite want to go medium, so I go in between. I do need to get some in between stems because I've only got like 5 or 6 stems, and they're all, well, I've got 5 Loxley stems and 2 are white and 3 are black. I don't know where the rest have gone. So I need to order some new ones, but I don't know what ones to order. Because obviously I'm using an L-style setup, but I'm not really a fan of the L-style stems because they don't seem to fit properly for some reason. I use short stems and they're still going off me at the moment. That's good to hear, Charlie. Ugh, 45. Tweenies, yeah, tweenies in betweens. You know what I mean? See, I like the idea of just like nice, simple, all black stems and white flights. Especially with the L-style setup, I like the look of the dart, but the stem almost looking like it goes all the way up into the flight. I like that sort of look. But yeah. Ryan Moore's just subscribed. Welcome, Ryan. I know someone called Ryan Moore. I don't know if you're the same person. I don't know him well, but went to the same schools and stuff. Thank you for subscribing. Have you tried the target short intermediates? No, so I've used the long intermediates because I bought them by accident from A180 back in the day, and that was when I used to use like intermediate stems, and I bought them and they're actually going alright. But yeah, I'll tell you what I found the other day. No one will actually know, but I found, see them? They are orange Target Pro grips intermediates and some custom from Darts Corner Kurt Bevan flights. Oh, look at that focus, wow. So I used these when I very first got back into playing darts. I literally got them maybe like 3 or 4 weeks before the first lockdown, used them once. So I put them on my Dragonfly 3s because that's like my OG setup. I still don't know how Nightbot works. It's told me about Twitter twice, but it's not put anything else about anything else. Oh dear. But yeah, I'm liking the intermediate stem at the minute, just from sort of throwing them a couple of times. Currently using the Harrow's Carbon STS. I'm surprised with the amount of times I've hit a dart and they still haven't broken. If you went to the same school, does Burnif mean anything to you? No. No, it doesn't. A lot of Ryans follow the channel. Lots of Ryans. Too many Ryans about. And my favourite PDC player is Ryan Searle, so would you believe it? Plugging your Twitter on your flights could be the new meta. That was my original Twitter. That's my like actual personal Twitter that I used for a little bit when I first started my channel. And then I realised I should probably just get a darts Twitter account because there was loads of people who follow me on my Twitter from school and stuff, and it's kind of embarrassing that I'm still uploading YouTube videos at the age of 24. But, you know, I'm still one of the younger people that upload videos about darts, so that's actually a bit reassuring. Not that it's embarrassing to post videos on YouTube, it's just like some people have that sort of common, like even when I was like 15, I was making like FIFA videos. Like I had people at school who were like, "Oh, you make FIFA videos," and it's like, well, that's like the popular thing at the minute, and I like making videos. That's the main thing. I said yesterday to Bob's, I said I don't want to be a big YouTuber. Like I couldn't have a channel the size of the darts referees. Couldn't do it. I'd stop YouTube. I wouldn't promote myself enough to the point where I do like get that big. But I want to use this YouTube as a way of getting into more creative stuff in darts. So like the marketing side of darts, the stuff I do for Loxley, that kind of thing. I want to use this channel to sort of get my way into that, and this is just like a basically me messing about, trying out different darts, practicing, keeping tabs on what I do, different stuff like that. My current setup is 40mm mid grip, 21g Colin Lloyd target, medium stem, standard 100 micron flights. Oh, Colin Lloyd targets. I haven't seen any of them for a little while. Mid grips. I've never used a mid grip setup. I've not really seen the need for it because I don't get many bounce outs. I don't know if that's just the way I play or not. Because even on like the Mission Samurai boards, like loads of people are like, oh, I get loads of fall outs and bounce outs because they're too hard. But like I just use target diamond points and they're fine. Like, alright, fair enough, target diamond points aren't normal points, but you literally just rough them up just the tiniest bit and they're okay. But look at that. You can't tell me like that's not a dodgy dart. It was in there pretty nicely. KSI made FIFA vids and got minted from it. No, exactly. This would have been about the time KSI was sort of like in his peak. So when I was 15, like what would have been out 9 years ago? FIFA 13. So yeah, I made FIFA videos from the time I was like 14, so FIFA 12-ish, to about FIFA, well, probably about FIFA 17, but by the time I got to FIFA 17, it was more like montages and stuff, and like pro clubs videos. It wasn't like Ultimate Team videos, which was sort of like the big thing. I sort of moved into pro clubs, and I was actually at one point, similar to in darts now, there were like a couple of big pro clubs YouTubers, and then I had like 2,000 subscribers, and I was like sort of well known in the community, but not to sort of a bit of a broader spectrum. So it's kind of similar to how the darts thing is going at the minute. Like in the darts YouTube community, I feel like I'm pretty well known. Even if people aren't subscribed to my channel, I feel like some people have probably heard of me or something. But within the bigger darting world, I don't think many people have heard of me, which is just how I want it to be. Move grips are a godsend. Played on the target Aspar board, and it's super hard. Yeah, I don't like the target Aspar. Young Clipper, what is everyone looking forward to more? The seniors or the Premier League? Seniors, just because it's different. The Premier League's different format is fair enough, but seniors for me is what I'm going to be keeping my eye on more. Although saying that, I'm probably not going to actually see a lot of the seniors because I've got darts tomorrow night. So I'm going to miss the seniors in the Premier League unless I watch it on my phone. Got darts Friday night, so I'm going to miss it on then. I don't know if there's an afternoon session on Friday, so I might catch that. Saturday I've got football, so I'll only catch the evening. Sunday I've got football in the morning, so I'll see the final day. So probably not going to see as much of the seniors as I'd like, but the good thing is it's on iPlayer, so I can catch up with it. As for the Premier League, I'm not really... Premier League's alright. It's one of those where I like to stick it on in the background. Like, when I went to the Premier League finals last year, I specifically said, like, I genuinely don't recall anything from the Premier League. I used to just put it on my phone, stick it on the shelf under my board and just throw it, and I just sort of have it on in the background. And then I went to the Premier League finals. Ooh, 140. How did you get on in your last league game? Terrible. My last two league games have been pretty poor actually. So I won 2-0 on Friday, but played really bad, like 33 dart legs. At least they felt like 33 dart legs. And then last night, lost 4-3. And I was 3-0 down and didn't hit a treble for the first three legs. And then I started with a ton in the fourth leg, and the other guy went to absolute pot. And I played really well the three legs that I won. And then fourth leg just absolutely bottled it. And that's what made me more annoyed. If I'd have lost 4-0 and played bad, I'd have been like, oh well. It was the fact that I brought it back to 3-all even when I wasn't actually trying. Like it got to 3-0 down, and I actually just couldn't be bothered to play anymore. I just started chucking darts like all over the shop, and then I brought it back to 3-2, and I thought, well, I've still got a break throw. Then made it to 3-all, and then the last leg, the guy actually played alright and just took out a semi-decent leg. I think it was like 21 darts, and won the leg, which was pretty annoying. But I said earlier, the most annoying thing was he was on 74 and I was sat on tops, and he hit a single 14, then hit double 5 trying to aim for single 20, and then he hit the ball, and that really annoyed me. Not the fact that he went for it on purpose, it was just the fact the way the game was going, and he managed to fluke that sort of 60 finish or 74 finish. That was to go 3-0 up for him as well, and that was when I just sort of chucked the game out the window. I was like, oh well. Virtual dart content on tablets or phones. See, I'm more of a, Matt Edgar said the other day, I'm more of a TV man when it comes to darts. So if I have darts on like my phone or laptop or something, I'll probably end up switching it off. Just because of, like, I'd use it for other stuff. Whereas if it was on the TV, I'd always have it on. I'd probably watch it more. Played last night, won 2-0 in 17-19 with a 180. Week before, won 2-0 in 17-18. Very nice. Yeah, so I play 3 nights a week. I play Thursday, Friday, which is best of 3. and then I play Tuesday, which is best of 7, and Fridays I haven't lost in the singles yet. Played alright actually until last week when I played terrible, but still won 2-0 because the person I was playing wasn't great. Thursday was actually kind of similar. I won 2-0 and the guy I played wasn't great. I played better. I played alright, but not great. But yeah, I just seem to be going through a patch at the minute where I'm not playing very well. But it'll come back round. It's one of those things. I'm not going to get annoyed about it. I'm not one of these that sort of gets angry and packs my darts up and stuff. I may change the odd thing, like I've changed to intermediate stems, which I've been thinking about doing for a little bit, to be fair. So, you know, it's not just on the back of playing badly. Do you keep count of your 180s, and if so, how many have you had? I don't know how many I've had ever. On stream, we've got a stream counter, so if you put exclamation mark 180s, it will tell you how many 180s I've hit on stream. I think it's 5. And then in league matches, I've hit 4, I think, or 5. I've hit 2 on a Thursday, 1 on a Friday, and my first Super League 180 was yesterday actually when I played terribly, which was quite surprising. But you know. Did you see the pic I sent you on Twitter? No, I don't think so. I think I saw that you sent it to me, but I didn't actually get time to open it up. So I think you sent it to me just as I was it just as I was going to bed last night? Or was it while I was at darts last night? I can't remember. And then I woke up this morning, didn't read it. And then by that point, I haven't really been on Twitter all day, because obviously I've been at work and stuff. Had my hair cut. Oh, there you go. Hit 5 180s on stream. I'm pretty sure that's correct, because I hit 1 at the end of the stream last week. I think I've hit 180 for every stream, and I've done 5 streams this year. Well, no, I've done 6 streams this year, and I missed on the first one that I done on, was it New Year's Day or 2nd of January? I didn't hit 1. But yeah, I don't really keep count my 180s. I'd say like 2022, I'd probably hit. What have I hit? I've hit sort of 5 on stream, 4 in, well, 2 in the league since New Year. 7, and how many would I have hit in practice? I'd probably hit like roughly 180 a day, so I'll probably hit about, and then maybe sometimes 2. So, but then also I'll probably miss days as well. So I've hit 30 180s plus 7, so I'll probably hit 37 this year, give or take. I love how I call these streams live darts practice, and I just throw out the treble 20. My local league is a 1-leg format. Jesus, I wouldn't want to play that. I don't really like playing best of 3 at the best of times. Like, it's not the fact that, like, I'd always said the reason I never really stuck with team darts or just darts in general was because I didn't like the fact that I didn't play that often. Like, it's just like most of the time it's like 2 legs and you're done. Sometimes you'd only play singles, but I don't know. Like, obviously I like going out and seeing people and stuff, but like to go out for a whole night when you're sort of like, some people obviously go to socialise, which I do, but also I want to play darts, and I'd rather sort of go out and just throw darts with a friend in like a non-competitive way than play like a best of 3 league game, if you see what I mean. But yeah, Thursdays is best of 3. I play singles and doubles. Fridays, best of 3, play singles and doubles most weeks. Sometimes I'll miss usually doubles, depending on how many people we have. And then Tuesdays is best of 7, just 1 singles, obviously Super League. So I know some Super Leagues have doubles, I think, don't they? They have like doubles format. But yeah, all of my leagues are sort of pretty standard, like 501, best of, whatever. Generally, like there are some leagues where like you have pairs, which is like double in 301, and like a fours, which might be like a 701 or something. But I've not played any of those leagues. I know my Thursday league. Oh my word! The Thursday league have this thing called a sevens cup, which is on one night. I think it's 1001 best of 3 or 701 best of 3, and like it's 7 person to a team. So you have your visit, and then you got to wait for 13 people to throw, and then you come back, which is crazy. Mind Masters, hello, welcome. News of the World, which Bobby George won's best of 3, and Champions also best of 3. Yeah. See, I don't mind like stuff like that. Because it's like a big scale tournament, but like, and Pub League, I guess, it's one of those, like, obviously in the summer we play summer 6s and you only have 6 games and you play best of 5. The old Division 1 on Fridays used to be best of 5, and now it's best of 3 because it's trying to sort of balance out the lesser teams. But I think best of 5 is probably the sort of spot on format for league nights. Like for me personally, I would have Mind Masters, thank you for subscribing. I thought I hadn't seen you before, so I was wondering if that was a new sub. Yeah, I think best of 5 is pretty much like spot on, like minimum you should really do. Best of 3 is good, but like that should be like absolute standard pub league. But I think any sort of good competitive-ish league, like any sort of Division 1 for a pub league, should be best of 5, really. Obviously around here we're a bit unlucky where we only have 1 division on our Friday league, so you kind of have to count for the players that aren't quite as good. It's just because about half the teams are that bad, it would take them all night to finish a game. Yeah, so we played, the team we played last week was sort of not great. They were okay, like pretty standard pub level, maybe just below pub level, sort of standard. And they're playing a team that are bottom of the league this week. So like the bottom 2 teams that haven't won a game are playing each other, and that's where I feel like a best of 3 is kind of needed, because otherwise if they're best of 5 and they go like, and they have some close games, they could be there all night. I think there's 9 games in total, so you have, no sorry, 10 games. You have 7 singles and 3 doubles. And we have the same thing on a Thursday, but you can tell Thursdays is better quality because we play in a town that's like 20 minutes away, and we play 7 singles, 3 doubles, and a captains, all best of 3, and yet we still somehow get home at the same time that we get home from our local, like this town's league, and yet this town's league has 1 less game. And also you do all the draw at the same time, so singles and doubles are all drawn at the start of the game. Whereas on Thursdays, singles and doubles are separate. So you play your singles, then you play a doubles, and you play your 7 singles, then you play a captains, and then you do the draw for the doubles, and then you do the doubles. Best of 5 is confirmed. I have to travel to play in a better league. Yeah, I'd say like our town's pub league isn't great quality. The next town over that we play on Thursday, that league's actually not too bad. We currently play in Division 1. Our team aren't doing great, but yeah. How many grams are your darts? They're 23 grams. If you put exclamation mark darts, it should link you to a video of my darts. hopefully more coming soon. I'm just trying to figure out how to do the pre-order process. Obviously I've got my new website, matadordarts.com. Problem is I have to pay more money for an e-commerce website, which I'm okay with, but it's £16 a month, which I can afford, but whether you've got to try and take into account, would you make that £16 a month back? And I don't think I would. So it might just be a case of I take the products off, or I put the products on the store, make them not available for purchase, and then people would probably just have to message me. But it does make it a lot easier having it online. Like all I've got to do is sell one set of darts, and I've made 2 months worth of £16. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe when I put the pre-order, maybe when I like open up pre-orders for my darts, I'll change my website plan for a month, and then I might be able to switch it back. Might have to be like that, because I'm hoping once I get enough pre-orders, I'll also have money to buy more stock. Because what I'm expecting is if I buy a bigger amount, my darts will cost less per set, and then including like postage and the markup that I sort of put on my darts, that money should make me enough money to order more sets so that I don't have to do pre-orders. Or like when I start getting low, then I can start putting in another order. Because I don't think my darts aren't super popular, but I think if they were more readily available, people would buy them. I think the fact that people have to wait 2 months to get them sort of puts people off a little bit. Whereas if they were available to purchase straight away, people would buy them, get them shipped, try them out, and then if they don't like them, then they can just sell them on or whatever. But what I was going to do is make these darts be in plain tungsten and just have like the PVD coated versions as like the Founders Edition, I guess. But I'm not doing that anymore. They're just going to stay as they are with the coating and the paint. Oh my god, the bounce outs. Oh. Right, we're going to play the 170 game. 170 game, if you don't know, you start on 170, you have 9 darts to check out 170. If you do it in 9 darts, you get a leg. If you don't, you lose a leg. And then you do best of 5. And then you do best of 7 if you win. And then you do best of 9, and so on. But we'll go up to best of 9 and then we'll call it. But I'm not too confident being able to do it, but we'll see. I'll try and keep count of my score. Ooh. 95 leaves me 75. I'd definitely buy a set. Yeah, I know there's people out there that want sets, so I am going to try and open up pre-orders hopefully within the next month or 2. So yeah, keep an eye out. 75 left. I've dropped a dart. Ugh. 40 left. Got 3 darts to do it, otherwise I lose the leg. Come on. So I'm 1-0 down. Oh my god, he's dropping me darts. Jesus. How would you recommend getting into Super League or pub darts? It's a bit of a tough one because my route into league darts hasn't always been traditional. So I first started playing darts when I was younger, when I was at school, and we started a team from people at our school. So that was kind of like my into darts. Then when I got back into it at sort of like after lockdown, sort of 2021, sorry. I was playing a couple of tournaments, or local tournaments, on Thursdays and Fridays. And on Fridays, obviously I live in the same place as the darts referee, and he has a Super League team. And I was playing okay, and like his Super League team had a couple of players drop out, couldn't play. So he just asked me if I could play, and I was like, yeah, I can play every now and then. I'm not going to be available all the time. I'm actually available all the time now, so it kind of worked out okay. I've not played great. I wouldn't say I should really be playing most weeks in the Super League team, but I am. But yeah. So yeah, my way in there was just sort of playing okay in tournaments and stuff, and obviously I knew Jack, the darts referee, from like YouTube and stuff, and I obviously got to meet him eventually through real life darts and stuff, so he just asked me into that, so it was kind of again sort of like a friend asking me to come in and play. In terms of a Thursday, so I actually now play for a team of people that I didn't really know before I joined, so again, similar to Super League, I was playing some local tournaments. There was one every Thursday, turned up every week, played every week, and then we played the last week of these Thursday tournaments, and the Thursday league was going to start the week after, and I actually got a phone call from someone, or a message from someone on Facebook, and they said, oh, we've seen you playing these Thursday tournaments, you seem like an okay player, we're kind of struggling, our players have sort of started to leave, would you want to come and play? And then I met the team, and I've sort of been in since, and got on really well actually. Yeah, get on really well with everyone, looking like I might actually be the captain of the team next season, so kind of a quick turnaround. But yeah, so basically just sort of attend local tournaments, get to know people, start talking to people, and then you'll soon get asked to play for a team if you play okay, or just ask people who are about, what league do you play in, what night is it, do you know any teams that are looking for players. There's always people looking for players, there's always teams who need anyone of any ability. You just got to get out there and get talking to people. I think that's the main way of doing it. Sorry it was a bit long-winded, I just thought I'd go through sort of everything, because yeah, it's not traditional. But my first set of darts 2 weeks ago, I'm really enjoying it, playing every day, but I have a little bit of a hard time with getting consistent. I use 24 grams. Yeah, it's just, if it's your first ever set of darts, it's going to be hard to be consistent. Look at your technique is the main thing, especially for beginners. From when I actually started looking at my technique, my game grew and grew and grew like pretty rapidly, and now I'm pretty sort of, I'm sort of leveled out at a 60 average, and now I've just got to try and find those next steps to get up to the next gears. But yeah, just look at your technique. Look at Wayne Mardle's videos on YouTube. He's got some videos on like the absolute basics of technique. Basically just put one foot in front of the other, shoulder width apart, just front foot how you feel comfortable, sort of put that little bit of weight on that front leg, elbow sort of level your bicep and whatever, sort of level with the floor, elbow nice and high. It doesn't have to be like up here, but also it doesn't have to be like absolutely level, like it can be sort of slightly down like mine is. Just make sure when you throw you don't drop your elbow and push up, like just make sure all your movement, imagine there's like a hinge through here and you're just moving this. That's how I'd imagine it, just little basic things like that, and you'll get a bit more consistent. Have you ever used a short bomber style barrel? Have you always been similar length straight barrels? Always been straight barrels, or straight-ish barrels, ever since I've been a kid. When I played when I was younger, my first ever set of darts I remember using were some, I believe they were Winmore Navigators. I distinctly remember they had red and black paint, and I'm pretty sure they were knurled. Knurled like the whole way across the barrel pretty much. So I'm pretty sure they were Winmore Navigators, but I've been trying to look for them for ages. I just can't seem to find them. But again, like they were straight barrel. And then I got handed down some of my granddad's darts. In fact, I'll get some out if I can find them. Hold on a sec. No. They're the ones I can feel. There we go. Right, so yeah, started playing really casually, and I was playing with some brass darts. In fact, there's a old video on YouTube of me showing you my setup, and yeah, I was using some like unicorn brass darts. I must have bought them from somewhere. And then when my family found out that I was into darts, my dad actually pulled out some of my granddad's old darts, and I started playing with them for a bit. So I played with these. I've only got one of the darts now, which is kind of annoying. I really wish I had the whole set. I'll do this camera. So they're just a pretty basic sort of just ring grip dart. Probably about, oh yeah, probably are about 23 grams actually, and they are probably about 52 millimeters long roughly. They're a couple of millimeters taller than my darts, a little bit thicker as well. Obviously they're probably going to be a lower tungsten percentage. So I played with those for a bit. And then I got handed another set of my granddad's old darts, which are probably one of the last sets he actually used, were the Jamie Harvey darts. You can see them, not too well. There you go, it's all like that. So it's got the knurl in the middle. I never actually knew what these were until I asked in a Facebook group last year, or the year before. But yeah, the Jamie Harvey darts, used those for a little bit. And then I stopped playing darts. And then started playing darts again. Bought some darts off Darts Corner, some originally bought some Designer Exterminators, like just the cheapest darts you could find on Darts Corner, like 12 quid, literally like 3 rings in the barrel. And then bought some Mission Deep Impacts, didn't really get on with them, and then just since then sort of chopped and changed, always sort of straight barrels. But yeah, and then I sort of settled on my customs. Again, really long-winded answer, but I really like to give you guys a bit of detail, a bit of history. I know you guys are kind of interested in equipment and stuff, so always nice to talk about old sort of stuff. They sound like the non-Argos navigators. Yeah, but these are obviously older ones. And I'm talking like when I was 6 or 7, so we're talking like 18 years ago, 17, 18 years ago. I know the Navigator range has been out for a while. But yeah, I distinctly remember being at home, and we always had a dartboard, because my uncle used to live with us for a bit while he was sort of looking for a new house, and he was the one that got me into darts, and we had a dartboard up in the house. And yeah, I just distinctly remember using like these knurled like black and red darts, and the only darts I can really think of that were like that were Winmore Navigators. And obviously Winmore being a big brand, I'd assume it would have been them. And my uncle's sort of always been like Winmore sort of things. I actually talked to my uncle the other day for the first time in a little while. And he was saying like, how am I getting on with darts and stuff, and he was telling me he sort of stopped playing about 3 years ago, but to try and get back into it, like back then he bought a set of Target darts which were like 100 quid. And he thought, and his mindset was, if I buy an expensive set of darts, they'll make me play, because if I've got an expensive set, I might as well use them. And he played one game and just hasn't played since. But he says he's trying to get into it, but yeah, it's a shame he doesn't sort of live around this way, because I feel like he'd definitely play more darts if he lived around this way, because obviously he could play with me on like Thursdays and Fridays. But yeah, he lives about 2 hours away, so if there's anyone in the Lincolnshire area who's looking for a dart player, hit me up and I'll tell him. Is it Lincolnshire? I'm sure it's Lincolnshire. Like Boston, Lincolnshire. But yeah, anywhere in that area, let me know and I'll get back to him, because I don't know if he actually knows anyone around that area to play darts with. But yeah, maybe one day I'll look for the old sort of Navigators, or just look for what I think is the right dart, and I'll probably try and buy a set actually and make a video on them. Because I did make a video last year saying like my first ever dart, and that was before I refound like this one barrel. But like my first dart I played regularly in the league with was these Jamie Harvey darts. So, but yeah, my first ever set of darts I remember throwing were like these black and red like knurled darts. Where's my clock stop working? How long have we been streaming for? Anybody know? 53 minutes. What's the time? 7 o'clock. We'll go for a little bit more, 5-10 minutes. We'll call it there. Ugh. My hand's gone all slippy now because those old darts are like, they wear off in your hand. Oh, come on. Might throw something a little bit different actually. Oh, you know what? Talk about short bomber darts. I have actually thrown short bomber darts, and I have some here. The Andy Fordham Onyx with a short aluminium regroove stems. I think it's like a nice looking setup actually. We'll throw these for a little bit and see how they go. I actually don't mind throwing these. I actually like the aluminium stems, but I don't know if I'd use them on my darts, because then that means I have to stop using L style as well. But we'll soon see. Come on. I have actually hit 180 with these actually. I made a TikTok. I was going to do like setup of the day or setup of the week or something and just show off like a random set of darts, random setup, hit a 180 and that would be it. But I don't really understand TikTok and how it works. Well, I do, I don't understand how to edit TikToks. So I'll just give up. I've been coughing all day, but I don't have COVID. I'm surprised you haven't bought the L-Style gradient flights. Nah, I just like a solid colour flight. I don't mind graphics, but like gradients and stuff, I'm just not a fan. Also, they're just like, they're not the cami flights, and I only really like the L-Style camis because they're a bit more flexible. So, where did you buy the dartboard? I bought the dartboard originally from Argos. I bought it on the day it came out. Well, I actually pre-ordered it before it was released. Got it on the day it came out. So yeah, I wasn't one of the lucky ones who got sent a Blade 6 triple core, unfortunately. But Winmore, if you're watching and you're looking for someone who makes some good quality content, hit me up. My email's on my Twitter and it's on my channel. Maybe if you could find an old set of those navigators I used to use, that'd be nice as well. I actually got an email from Mission today. If you go to Mission's Twitter about now, I think they're doing some sort of giveaway. Got an email from Mission today saying basically we're going to do a giveaway. It'd be very much appreciated if you retweet it. So thank you Mission Darts for keeping me in contact. Nice to get some contact from Mission, because I thought I'd kind of annoyed them a bit because they sent me some darts. I still haven't reviewed all of them yet, but I don't really want to make reviews anymore. So I've still got a couple of sets. Love the Dimple L-Style flights. I've not used them. None of my family are actually home yet. They were meant to be here for like 7 so we could do some bits together, but They don't seem to be here. Come on. Might stay on a little bit longer actually until my family come back. I don't actually want to throw these for too long because I actually like these darts. I don't think I'd ever use them in a league game, but the way I'm playing at the minute, I'd be tempted to change to anything. So let's put them back down. Talking of the dartboard, I think it needs rotating soon. I only did rotate it last week, but I've been absolutely pummeling the treble 20. I can give this dartboard another 6 months, and I reckon I need to replace it. $135. I believe, I'm not 100% sure because I haven't looked on my channel yet, but if you can become a member, I'm not forcing anyone to become a member, but yeah, if you become a member, you actually get like little emojis and stuff you can put on the live streams. It tells you all the perks and stuff of each membership when you click on it, I believe. There's 2 membership tiers. One's $4.99 and one's $8.99. The $4.99 one, you effectively get like exclusive little photos and stuff, like exclusive updates, exclusive little clips and snippets from videos that are coming up. You get priority when I play against people on NACA. So if you come into the live stream and you're a member and you say, can I play, you'll jump the queue. What else is there? Obviously you get the emojis and stuff as well. And then the $8.99 tier, you get all of that, plus on my practice live streams, so like these, you can come and join me for a practice game so we can play some dual practice games. What else was there? You get to see videos 24 hours early. So, not forcing anyone to become a member, of course. Like I said, just explaining and outlining. I'm not going to make silly money off memberships. It's just a nice way of supporting the channel if you enjoy my content and you want to see it a day early. But yeah, just a nice little plug for the memberships. I was going to do a membership tier where you can like pay like 25 quid and you can just do a live stream for me, but I thought exclusive photos was OnlyFans type content. No, so like on the community tab, which I don't use, I think you can do like posts for members only. So I just do like little bits like taking photos of tournaments I'm at and just giving you updates and showing you my setup and little posts and stuff. Just keep you all updated for the members. I was going to set up a Discord, but I don't really know how Discord works. I'm part of In the Mud Sports Discord and I don't think I've used it since I joined. A bit of an old timer. Bugger. Ugh, it's getting really hot now. I think it's this shirt. This material shirt gets quite hot. So if you're going to the Darts Ref Open in February, I'm going to be wearing this shirt. So look out for the big, tall person wearing a black and red shirt. This is Matador on the back. We'll do our little tradition, 3 ton pluses, and we'll end the stream. Someone got annoyed last time because I hit a 180 and then stopped the stream. And I should have gone for the 9 data. If I hit a 180 as my last ton plus, I'll go for the 9. Oh, those two second, third ones slipped down my hands. But I will guarantee you, if I hit 180, I'm not going to hit a 9 data. Darts just slipping up my hands. $45. Come on. $96. It's good as a ton, but it's not a ton. $100. There's one. You got a Champions Choice board, level 1 today? No, I have not. Used to have one a few years ago. But no. I'm a believer in that. I don't think practicing with outside like things help you. I think you should always practice on and with the board that you play with in a match. So the boards with like the spots on for focus, I understand the purpose, but if you rely on focusing on that black dot and you go into a game at a pub and that black dot's not there, you're going to really struggle to like find somewhere to focus. $60, like similar to a Champions Choice board. Like, I understand it's trying to improve your little accuracy, but personally, I don't think it's gonna do a whole lot in terms of your ability. But I don't know. Fun to play on though. God, I'm starting to drag them a lot into the 5. God, look at that, someone using the exclamation mark darts command. Come on. Oh, I just want to end the stream now, but I can't hit 2 ton pluses. $70. $26. Come on, Kurt. You can do it. $85. Lots of 5s. Lots and lots of 5s. You don't need a scoria to tell I'm hitting a lot of 5s. Come on, we'll get there. $100. I don't know how that last one is because it's blocked off. One more ton plus. block myself off again. Look at that. Nowhere near. There we go. 140. 140 to finish the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been another good stream, another active stream with people in the chat. Couple of new subscribers. My first ever super chat from Scottish lads. Thank you to Kieran for donating to the stream. I'll be back hopefully on Sunday if I'm feeling okay. I felt like playing Saturday and then Sunday football this week for the first time for a few weeks. Kind of killed me a bit in terms of wanting to play darts, so we'll have to see how that goes. If not, we might change the streams to every Wednesday, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway guys, that's it. Thank you for watching the stream. I'll hopefully have a video out next week. I don't think we'll have one this week, unfortunately. So yeah, next week it will be. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you hopefully next week in the stream. Bye.